let's face it, everybody loves to shop. That rush that you get when you walk into a shop and you see something that is unique, that is beautiful, that talks to you, or you know will talk to somebody you know. And that's the kinds of products that are available in the Western Cape. And as the tourist hub, what is also great here is that there are all these spaces that talk to different kinds of people. There's something for everybody. There's funky, there's eclectic, there's classic, there's contemporary shops. So when you come to the Western Cape, the one thing that you really have to do is shop.
From the streets of Cape Town to the shady southern suburbs of the peninsula, to the streetwise, eclectic markets of the inner city, not to mention the rural outposts where creativity and innovation blossom, the Western Cape has it all. There are over 300 decor and lifestyle shops in the province where you'll find anything from homeware, decor, fashion accessories, jewellery, gifts, novelties, craft art, corporate gifts and outdoor ranges.
Market access in the CCDI is all about getting producers' products out into the marketplace through events, linking them up with retailers. So basically interacting with the market and essentially bringing orders into the producers.
My role in the CCDI has mainly been as one of a retailer. So I go there and I'm able to choose wonderful pieces from the CCDI. We specialize in selling handmade objects, all made in Africa, but mostly made in South Africa. A lot of people are coming from overseas looking for African craft, but they want something a bit more sophisticated. And that's what we particularly deal in, is a more sophisticated craft that has a bit of an edge to it. So it's not the kind of craft you find on the street corners. It's totally different.
I have a company called Mili. Our passion is to create really beautiful products that we can export as well as sell locally. And I think that our products have kind of grown to a point where people see them as something really interesting that comes from South Africa. So I think in a similar way, more and more people are seeing the CCDI as the first stop. If they're interested in craft and they're looking at exporting or whatever, they'd go to the CCDI because they're so well networked, and I think they're really good at keeping in contact with the crafters as well.
They facilitate the marketing of the product, whereby they look at the product and see if it qualifies to go. If it doesn't, they will still say go back to drawing board and try harder and more to try and be unique, not copy somebody else or anything, but you can collaborate or you can come up with a very unique product that represent or that reflect a little bit of you and your personality and your surrounding, but also just be true South African, you know.
I think in the craft world and the art world, the communication level rests on the person's ability to be creative and make art or craft. And whether they come from a poor background or another culture, there's a platform that one can actually communicate on, irrespective of any social or economic difference. And I think that's where the CCDI has played a huge role in creating that communication and that platform.
When we were kids, our parents couldn't afford to buy us toys. So we used to make our own toys out of wire. So when I left secondary school, I saw other guys selling wire in the streets. Then I just said, oh, I was good at this, then I just started. I have taught more than 300 to 500 people that are able to put food on their table through wire art.
I do stories. We carry water from the river, carry our baby on the backs, carry stick on our heads, so that's what we do. All of my things, I do that thing. Most of the times, the people that are buying these things is tourists, so they like to know what is happening in South Africa. They like our stories. Even everything they buy, when the stories, they do just laugh at them. They say, oh, this is how you do the things. They say, yeah.
All the crafters can look at any bag and they can say, Pumeza made that one, Dileka made that one, and they love telling me how they saw someone in Cavendish and they had a Mili bag and they walked up to them and they said, I made that bag.